Live from Kegel Studios, it's
Cooking with Nene and
Murray. Hey,
here
y'all.
we are back again.
Yep,
Thursday night,
Thursday night.
7:30, and we just appreciate everybody coming out, being a part of this tonight. This we kind of started this during the pandemic. We didn't have nothing to do, so this is us.
Being us. How about that?
It's just us.
Just us being us. Nobody else, just us.
Just us being us.
Lord, you are so funny.
And I've got knives tonight. So
Oh, Lord, I'm scared.
See,
Stop with that. No, you are so silly.
I'm a knucklehead. Huh?
You are. You are a knuckleless head.
All right.
Oh man, we're a Zoodles again tonight.
Oh, we forgot.
Dang. I meant
Promise
to.
next time we'll have one of our menageries out
Yeah,
here.
we'll have, but it'll be the last one.
No.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that'll be the one that I won't be here for.
So why don't you
Do my.
shout out?
Woo! How's that for a shout out?
How'd that go again?
Woo! Anyway, so yes, we had some folks make something that we had made, and that was Miss Judy Kearney. I tell you what, that
That
lady,
Judy.
she's on the spot. I bet you tomorrow she will have this made and picture up there. So anyway, she made our creamy grits and totally agreed with the whole milk thing in the grits, and they look pretty delicious.
Yeah, delicious.
Look like them kids were enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've also got a shout out to Judy again, because she had a lot of ads. She added a lot of people to our little group last week, and so did Adrian Emery, and so did my cousin Gabe Gossett, who was, by the way, born the same day I was, but about 20 years younger than that.
And
So
let's talk about the winners from last week's
oh
contest.
yeah.
We're not running the contest tonight. We'll here in a couple of weeks. But the winners of the contest, we had some aprons made up, and we could show you, but we want to send them to the winners and have them take a picture and everybody post them on the page and everybody see them. So who was the winners from
That would be Miss Beth Alexander, and also known to us Ridgeview folks as Beth Troutman, and Sandy Gaglio, whom I used to go to church with at Macedonia Methodist.
And
So-
this episode is brought to you by Kegel Auction Company.
Oh,
So.
stop. I know it's coming every single time.
One other real
Oh,
quick
yes.
before we get started.
Yes.
Everybody, I appreciate everybody that's played along.
I'm so disappointed. Let me just start it off with that.
Appreciate everybody that's played along with us this last week, asking the questions about watermelon and salt, no salt. We got the results, and here they are, staggering landslide results.
I got you landslide. Very.
Interesting.
You are such a comedian. Anyway, the yes
Salt
salt
lovers.
is 54.
Yay!
Boo! Y'all are not something.
All right.
There's a little something missing. Anyway, the nose, we had a respectable 29, I suppose. And then we had 9 Fitz riders who could go either way. So then we had 2 salt and peppers. Hello.
How
Don't know
about
about
that?
that. We had one that was just pepper,
And listen to this.
one that was salt and chopped basil.
Chopped basil.
Okay, so
How about that? So we're going to get started here, folks.
I'm not done talking.
They're going to be here at midnight then.
Well, that might be an okay thing. Okay, so yeah, so we're getting started here.
And
Get busy.
what we're going to do first is we're going to show you how to preserve some. We're going to do the basil first.
Okay.
And show you how to preserve some of the herbs. Herbs, was another.
Oh, yes.
Whether
It's
it's herb.
It's herb.
It's herb.
Herb.
Like Herb Albert.
No.
and the Tijuana breast.
Herb Albert ain't got nothing to do with my food.
But this is fresh basil. I just cut it
Ooh, it smells
just
good.
a couple hours ago from our herb garden and herb garden.
That's better.
And
Hold on.
we got this little handy dandy. We're gonna show you some of our little kitchen gadgets.
Gadgets.
This is from Pampered Chef.
Pampered Chef. You want you some Pampered Chef, you call Kirsten Creek. All right, here we go.
And I just put this
Just
water
wadded it up.
water all up and put her in this handy dandy mincer, dicer, chopper. And here we go. How about that? You just mix them up a little bit and go.
I wish we could do like a camera shake when that goes on.
And once they're minced up, these are, I think you're going to put the link for these little ice cube trays.
I'll do it. I got
They
them
got
on
the little
Amazon.
silicone bottoms in them, folks. So what you're going to do is put
You
the
do
basil
it.
in
You want to
there.
do a close up there?
Or can you see it?
Okay. And just FYI, while he's loading that up, we have a cameraman tonight, and he's a good neighbor. All right.
So there's all of those, and that's the basil. And now we're going to do a little fresh oregano. Just skin it right off.
Skin it like a cat.
Yes. More than one way to skin a cat.
That's what I was thinking. I did not mean that in a bad way. So all you cat lovers, please do not get mad at me. I did not mean that. Yeah, you just kind of just tear those little leaves off. Tell me when you think you've got enough. Oh my gosh, y'all, I swear, here's that smell-o-vision again. I'm telling you. It's like a little...
Italy in here.
It is. It smells delicious.
And yeah, we're just mincing those. And man, and I'll show you the finished product in a minute. What we're going to do is once we get them all minced up, we're going to fill the ice cubes up, trays, with olive oil.
How about
You pop
that?
them in the freezer for about 24 hours. Then you can pop them out and put them in a freezer bag. Then anytime you want to make spaghetti or soups or anything, you've got some fresh herbs and a little, there's probably about a tablespoon of olive oil in each one of these things. That's
fresh
plenty.
what?
Huh?
Fresh what?
Herbs? As in Herb Albert?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to find me some Herb Albert here tonight to listen to.
It's,
Mom and Daddy used to love that. I can remember they had like an album, a true album.
Herb Albert. Didn't he play the trumpet?
Yes, he did.
He was kind of a because I played the trumpet from the. You trumpet player too? How about that? 2 trumpet players in the house.
Oh,
From the
Lord.
4th grade till the 12th grade, I played the trumpet.
Same for you.
But look how what a wonderful job that does.
Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable, people. I'm
She just
sorry.
had to make sure.
Oh my
I
gosh.
tell you why I'm filling this up. Why don't you just start filling that bad boy up with
Okay.
a little.
A little bit of that. Oh,
Olive oil.
Just a little pinch.
Well, you just now you fill it up to the top,
Okay. I see.
and if it runs over a little bit, that's all right too.
I bet. All right. Look at that. That's just going to be so nifty.
And they're great. You have them because I'm going. There's got to be a way. I've got all these fresh herbs, and we use them while they're in season. I said, but there's got to be a way. So
There you go. What'd you do? You get on that Google?
I got on something.
Got on that Google's what you did. All right, so we're ready for this one too.
And I'm gonna stick this in the freezer.
Alrighty then. And by the way, like I said, we got our buddy over here, the neighbor, helping out Tim, and his lovely bride was going to join us tonight, but she couldn't. So Miss Amy, we missing you. You're missing out over here. So yeah, but we are so thankful to have Tim over here, because then I don't have to run behind the camera.
And while she's,
I'm pouring.
I'm gonna put a little bit of, this is ram's horn pepper.
Oh, let me see that.
You need 2 of them. And I'm gonna put a little, we're gonna be making Zoodle Bake, Zoodle spaghetti, whatever you wanna call it. And so I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper.
You gonna spice it up a little bit?
Yeah.
You gonna make it spicy?
Spicy. Look at there.
Ooh, I'm hoping that's not gonna be too spicy.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and chop an onion.
Wow. Ooh, holy moly, that is some heat coming off that pepper over there, y'all.
It's great for chopping onion. You don't get the tears.
Alright, we got our herbs.
And
We're done with this, right?
yep.
More.
This is all gonna be for the sauce. We're gonna make homemade sauce. And here is
Our
the frozen oregano and the frozen basil. They're just little cubes. And we're going to be using them in the recipe tonight. So,
Well,
give me
what you want me to do, babe? Little basil?
get 2 basils out. Because we're going to put 1 basil in the sauce and the basil in the...
You better not have some kind of crown or something on me.
No. I don't want to turn the camera around.
So everybody got a shot of Tim. So everybody get to see our cameraman.
Oh my God.
How about that? That is hilarious.
Oh,
I hope
yes.
Amy's watching there.
Allison just said, LOL, hey cameraman.
That is our sweet daughter, Allison. Oh my
Which
God.
one did you just put in there?
I put 2 basils in. You said we were using 2.
I need 1 in the sauce.
Oh, sorry.
So, what we're going to do, I put a basil and oregano with the olive oil. We're going to turn our eye on. And
Here, let me go ahead and break this up.
then once these melt, then I'm going to put the onions.
No, that's not how you say it.
Huh?
Onion.
Onion? I'm going to put the onions in once these,
Once they melt up a little bit.
yeah, and
Well, it
saute.
won't take long. Make sure that that thing's not on the back eye, and you just set that down. It's going to be like melting.
No.
Okay.
But while this is melting, melting. That's from Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
No, is it?
But I want to tell you a little. Next week, I got to talk to my brothers. We may do another brother, at least Randall. We want to do some firehouse pancakes. So I got to talk to him though and see if he's up for that. But then the next 2 weeks following that, we're probably going to be taking off because Murray and Nene are headed to Ormond Beach, Florida, which is just north of Daytona.
Yay!
We're going to get some much needed R&R. And the funny thing about
Let me just get over here.
the Daytona Mary Jane, my family always vacationed in Daytona. From the time I can remember, just about. We always, every year or two, we went to Daytona. Dad loaded the station wagon up with 4 boys, and we hauled to Daytona. And her family, her and her mom and dad.
Me, mom and daddy, or Tracy, my cousin, one couple years she went, and a couple years Trudy went.
But they would vacay at Daytona. So here we are. We grew up. She grew up in Sandy Springs. I grew up in Crabapple or Alpharetta. And but our paths probably crossed. You know, I was probably running up the beach and kicked sand in her face or something.
I probably seen him and said, "Who's that stupid boy?"
And
No, I was probably like, "Ooh, who's that cute boy?"
yeah. And then, but throughout the years, our lives have crossed.
They have.
And
They crossed in a big way
yeah,
before ever meeting you. I guess we met. That's kind of crazy. I know that sounds weird, but you want to tell them?
no, go ahead. I'm doing this.
So, Nathan's dad was a minister, and my cousin was getting married. This is 1967, people, okay? My cousin was getting married, and the young lady that he was marrying was a parishioner of Nathan's father's church, so he was going to perform the service. And, of course, I guess you and your brothers were
yeah.
all there. Came to the wedding. I was at this wedding. Came to the reception at my aunt's house, and we literally were in the same room 53 years ago.
53 years ago.
He was 7, I was 5. That's crazy. How does that even happen? And then we did finally meet, thank heavens. So just thought that was kind of interesting how a lot of our life was parallel to each other. I mean, his cousin, Melanie, she was my best friend growing up, and and never met Nathan through Melanie, but here we are. Me and Melanie are cousins now. That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna add the onions on your own. I'm gonna wait and add them peppers just a little bit so we don't get gassed out of here. And
Here.
I'm just gonna saute these onions for just a couple minutes, just so they get kind of translucent. That's the big word for the night.
Translucent.
Translucent.
Wow, how about that? Bet y'all didn't know that word.
I didn't know it until 10 minutes ago.
You did too. My goodness. Don't even. So look at this. This is so awesome. Now we've got our oil in here. I'm fixing to fry up some hamburger meat, ground beef. Excuse me.
And I mean, this is basically, we fix all these fattening foods here on the show, but this is kind of how this is a quick, easy weeknight meal. Come home, throw it together. You got your herbs frozen, and then just a few little ingredients. And this is kind of a play on baked spaghetti.
Which is my favorite meal that he always made, is baked spaghetti.
Spaghetti was another firehouse meal. I mean, spaghetti, you can fix a big old pot of spaghetti, feed a lot of guys. And then when it was up, I've been on several years. I was a captain and got transferred to Station 3. And John Boy Walton, he was the cook there.
His name was really John Boy Walton.
John Boy Walton.
Y'all named him that.
No. Well, his daddy was a fireman as well. And his daddy's name was John. He was John Jr. So everybody just called him John Boy. And their last name was Walton.
Well, how about that?
So he was John Boy Walton.
Night, John Boy.
And he turned me on to bacon spaghetti.
Baked spaghetti.
And it's some pretty good stuff. So, all right, those onions, they've kind of turned translucent. We're going to add a can, what is that, 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. We'll add a 15-ounce can of crushed or petite diced tomatoes. I like crushed, but I couldn't find any crushed, so we're using diced, which is fine. And you can doctor this thing up as much or as little as you want to. Like I say, we got the basil and the oregano and olive oil in there already. And put some of our secret Dennis Martin seasoning here. And when this little trick, when you make spaghetti sauce, and I'm telling you, this spaghetti sauce is easy, and you'll never buy ragu or whatever. This is just as easy as opening a can, and it's all natural ingredients. And so, but I always add about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and that just kind of cuts the acid. And the tomatoes kind of takes.
I didn't know that.
Kind of takes that bite off that acid. I'm putting, probably about a half a cup of chopped mushrooms, half a can of tomato paste. So you get tomato paste, tomato sauce, and diced tomatoes, you get kind of acidy, so that sugar cuts that acid. Just a couple of teaspoons. And then I put probably about a teaspoon of black pepper. A little bit of salt, but oh yeah, I'm gonna put them there. But that secret seasoning had salt in it as well, so we're not going to put a whole lot of salt. You can salt afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I like garlic, so I'm gonna put like a.
He's gonna put enough that the vampires are gonna be knocking on our door.
That's probably about
tonight.
a clove of garlic chopped up. And this to make it this is light Daisy. I'm gonna put a little dollop of Daisy in there.
Do a dollop of Daisy.
Just a little sour cream, and I'm gonna add these. Go ahead and
all right, thank you.
And she's gonna start back grounding that ground beef, as this is.
I just didn't want to make it real noisy for you.
Because we'll let this sauce just kind of sit over here and saute a little. We'll turn this heat down in just a minute. And then let that come up while she's
Browning?
and we use, this is like 96% lean ground beef. So you need that little bit of olive oil, those 2 little cubes with oregano and the basil, because this ground beef is so lean, you really don't have anything to brown it in. And you don't really even have to drain this. It's so lean.
It's good too. I mean, that's one of the ways I've been able to.
Jolene.
Huh?
Jolene.
What about her?
Singing the song.
Laura.
Jolene. Lean ground beef.
Lean, I get it. Oh, for heaven's sakes. This is one of the ways that I've been dieting is I eat a lot of meat, but we eat a lot of 96% lean beef.
Listen to this, folks. Tell them.
Tell them what?
The big news.
What big news?
Since you've started Weight Watchers,
Well,
this is something to be proud of here.
I have lost 29.3 pounds.
Yay!
I'm pretty excited about that, and Nathan's really excited. So because I don't walk around here all the time, I'm so fat. I feel so fat. Which is not true. I still say
Pretty proud of her. 29
Aw.
pounds.
You're such a sweetheart. And it was, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, that's for sure. Weight Watchers makes it pretty easy. Probably the first couple of weeks was a little rough, but the other thing is he's really good about, helping me out and making sure we kind of stay on track with the good food and agreeing to eat it.
And
so
we just splurge on Thursday nights and have a biscuit and
yes,
gravy
I
or
did.
biscuit and cocoa syrup.
Oh my gosh, I wish we could make some of that right now.
I'd eat biscuits and cocoa syrup about every day.
Me too. Goodness gracious.
And my Granny Parker, she made that. A lot of Angela was asking about that the other day. If I made Granny some cocoa syrup.
Patty Bennett wanted to respond. I happened to peek and see your comment. we are still downstairs, and that is only by choice because they actually finished our remodel, and it looks fabulous. Except we haven't kind of decorated or cleaned up a whole lot of stuff yet. But it's kind of easier down here.
We got
I
more
don't know.
room.
Yeah,
Got more room to move around in this kitchen. This is kind of the Kegel studio kitchen here.
Yeah.
But when we get back from Florida, we'll do an episode from upstairs just to kind of show you our new digs up there.
Our pretty new kitchen that my husband pretty much designed. So, okay, I think we're about done on this. Can we cut it off?
Yeah, just let that water boil off.
That's right. You told me to kind of let it cook a little longer so that the water that's in there would evaporate. But we're going to have a little bit of moisture because of the olive oil.
Right.
And then we're fixing to make us some
Zoodles.
Oh, I am so excited.
No.
All right, all yours, bud. I'm gonna turn. Oh, you turned it off.
I'm just gonna add this ground beef.
Right dab smack in it.
And we'll just let this keep on simmering and marrying while and what I'm gonna give me a paper towel, please. And what I'm gonna do, I love cast iron cooking because once I get all this mixed up in this boiler, I'm gonna put it back here in the cast iron pot and stick it in the oven and just cook in the cast iron pot. And
that's yours.
So just gonna stir this up a little bit.
You gonna do what?
Stir it.
Okay. I like that terminology. I say it all the time. That's kind of a southern thing, though, isn't it?
I guess it is.
All
I
right.
ain't never stirred no pot though, have I?
Oh, please! Your nickname at the firehouse was Stick. He stirred a pot, all right.
Jesse Hurd. Name gave me that name. My buddy Jesse Hurd. Talked to him the other day. Jesse, if you're ever watching this, I love you, brother. We're gonna get together as soon as this Corona. Me and Jesse talk. We're gonna try to get some of us old firemen together from Sixes and have a lunch one day.
You need to do that. All right, Zoodle time. Zoodle doodle. Okay, you want to tell them about this Zoodle machine?
Yeah, I want to get you a little bowl to Zoodle in. This.
Are we done with this, baby?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get it
This
out
is the
for you.
Zoodle machine we've got. Somebody at Mary Jane's office gave this to her,
Chandra Hall.
Chandra, and it's made by Paderno,
Yeah, Paderno World Cuisine.
PadernoUSA.com. It came from Williams Sonoma, but it's got a.
It's the coolest little gadget.
I'm telling you, it makes great, and it's got all the little different attachments where you can make different size, and you can julienne, Marianne.
Who's Julianne? Huh?
Well,
You're not going to tell me about her?
I'm fixing to show you Julianne.
Honey, you know I'm teasing you, right?
So, here you go,
Julianne, okay.
Marianne.
Oh.
How many times you been called Marianne?
Probably.
Frankie calls you Marianne every Sunday.
He hadn't called me that in a long time. All right, so you just kind of got to cram that thing on here, and then just like that. And I think there's a lock on it, right? I can't see.
No,
It's not.
no, it's good. Just start.
Just turn it.
Just turn it.
So
Look
here
at
we
this.
go, people.
You might want to do a little.
Close up on that Zoodle action.
Just keep pushing it.
I am.
Look at there.
It's wanting to rock and roll on me. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We got us some Zoodles going, people. I'm telling you. This is crazy. I never thought I would eat zucchini as spaghetti. And here I am killing it. So, I just wish you'd look.
What was that?
That was a Zoodle. that didn't make the cut.
So it usually takes about one and one and a half. We're gonna do about 1.5. I'll mix them all together and we'll kind of see how much.
How much zoodle we got?
We got anybody watching there, Tim?
You guys got lots of people watching.
What?
We've had about 27 comments so far.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's awesome. We're just-
Congratulating MJ on
Oh.
her 29 pounds.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
MJ.
that was hard some days, but not so much anymore.
No, I have Heather Hansen asking, do you eat spaghetti squash?
We
We
have
have-
not tried that.
But we have tried butternut squash with the Zoodle maker, and man,
It was really tasty.
butternut squash zoodles.
Lord, I reckon that's getting close to having enough. Yeah, that's about all. That's as far as we've branched out on that. But you know what? I wanted to try that, the spaghetti squash. All right.
Well, she's doing. I'm just going to start. I'm break
Lord,
these
I
because
don't
they
think it's
come.
working. There we go. It's just not on there
Yes.
very good.
Let's kind of break these up a little bit.
See, what are you mixing it in the sauce?
Yeah, just make some in with the sauce.
Okay. Lord, slinging that on me. All right.
Make some good hair.
You're the one that needs it.
Yeah.
I'm
This time
teasing.
last year I didn't have any hair, so
I'm sorry. That wasn't very sweet of me. You know I was just teasing. I love you dearly. Hair or no hair.
but we're just mixing all these zoodles and the
Get
sauce
rid of
up, and then comes the most important part, the cheese.
this. Yeah, that's my favorite part. We're gonna do.
It don't take a whole lot of cheese to make zucchini taste good.
That's right. That's why it tastes so good. It's the cheese. But although we do buy the reduced fat cheese, so that's not quite as bad for you.
And like I say, I'm just gonna dump her right back in the cast iron. And we've already got our oven preheated to 350 degrees.
That's your way.
We've got one I just pulled out of the oven. We're going to show you the finished product and have a little taste test. And Murray's going to start off
Cheese
with
it
the
up.
Parmesan.
Okay, the Farmer John cheese.
Farmer John cheese.
I get to do some stomping with mine too. All right, so
Oh, talking about Jesse Herb. Jesse made pound cake, made a lemon pound cake.
oh my God, no way.
And every time, the first one he made turned out really good. And Jesse, he was strutting around there. You know, he made a lemon pound cake and it was so good. You know, rose up and it was pretty. Well, every time after that, we talked Jesse, make us a lemon pound cake. Somebody hit Jesse, get a phone call mysteriously. Have to go on the other side. The kitchen was on one side of the station. The telephone was on the other side.
We didn't have cell phones back then.
Captain Dixon would go over to the oven and he'd take that oven door and just slam that thing about 3 or 4 times and poor old Jesse's cake would just fall.
That's terrible.
You know, Jesse goes, man, my dang cake fell. What the heck? And I mean, it happened so many times. I felt sorry for him.
Well, why didn't you tell him if you felt
'Cause it
so
was so
sorry
funny.
for him? It wasn't funny. You wasn't getting cake. What is not funny about that? That's not
Well, we still ate it. It was just,
Poor Jesse.
I
hope-
love you, brother.
Yeah, I bet. Lord, y'all were so mean to one another on the fire department, scaring each other. Holy moly. It's
But Jesse, he was a Vietnam veteran. My hat's off to him again there. And
Assaggio cheese.
Assaggio. So we've got Parmesan, cheddar, mozzarella, and Assaggio.
How much of this do you want?
Just whatever you feel comfortable with. And
That's pretty comfortable to me.
but boy, you have to wake Jesse up for watch.
Oh my gosh, I bet
You'd have to take a broomstick or something and poke him because I don't know if he had flashbacks or what. He's
Probably.
back in Nam, but he'd come out of that bed swinging. And he would hurt. It was funny.
What?
We'd set up you guys that didn't know.
Go in
Jesse
there.
was that way. Go in there and wake Jesse up. Then go
Oh,
over there and get clobbered. But anyway,
kind of like that time when I first met. I think it was maybe the second time I was over at your parents' house.
putting
And
this in the oven.
And it was a big family gathering. Everybody was there. And Randall happened to be in there in the recliner asleep. He was all reclined out, sleeping.
It was
And
funny.
I said to Nathan, I ought to sneak over there and wake him up or something. And then I was trying to fit in, trying to be funny. And Nathan's like, yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
idea. Go over there and tickle his feet. No. That did not go over well. I am surprised I even have a place in that family now. He come out of that chair, oh, he was gonna whoop me for that.
He don't take no kindly to nobody tickling his feet.
So y'all don't tickle Randall's feet. I'm telling you. It can be dangerous. Alright, what you got going on over there now, Nene?
I'm gonna dish out some.
Oh Lord, look what we forgot. Look what we
Oh.
forgot. Now that's not on Weight Watchers. He got that for himself. Alright, Nathan, tell him what you're doing.
And just another little hint, when you take those zoodles, I didn't take the time to break them up like I should, but you probably need to break them up a little.
Oh my goodness. Lord,
Because
I wish you'd look at
There's
all.
big old long strings there.
There's sticky fingers in it, honey.
Come on, Sue.
You
Cooperate.
need, you need some help? Just a little bit, it's good. Child's portion for
Child
me.
portion.
Christy Sellers was waiting for me to say that. I know she is. Because she expected me to say it on the last video, and I didn't. So I don't want to disappoint her this time.
And just phoning this up, folks, I'm telling you what. It's so good.
Here. Oh, you already got that one. Okay, hold on a minute. Tim, for you. Oh, you got the child's portion.
I
Hold
like
on.
it.
No, because
no.
that one's mine. Sorry.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter. This is good.
And I always put a little extra Farmer John
Cheese.
cheese.
Christy says,
Christy,
Yeah.
you're watching.
want you to know it is all on Weight Watchers. You just have to count it.
Mhm.
All in moderation, MJ, just like Sunday lunch at camp meeting.
Oh my gosh, yes. Christy Thompson. That's right. Different Christy. Sorry, Christy, yes. Christy Sellers and Christy Thompson. I know I'm supposed to know your married name, Christy Thompson, but I couldn't tell you what it is right this minute. I'm sorry. But you'll always be Christy Thompson to me. This is fabulous, I'm telling you.
Oh, this
What do
is
you think,
awesome.
Tim?
It's awesome. This is really, really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, if nobody told you, you wouldn't know that it wasn't just noodles.
Well, the thing is though, with these, we didn't peel the zucchini so you can see the green on the outside. And it is a little bit of a different texture than a noodle. A noodle's a little more mushy. This is a little crunchy.
But it's not juicy like you would expect
Right.
it to be.
Right.
It's really, the taste of it is really good. So, we would not mislead y'all, now would we? I've noticed that I've only had one person try the watermelon sandwich. And I can't figure out why y'all aren't trying that. And she's like, she tried it and loved it. I loved it. Nathan loved it. Y'all need to love it too.
I'm a kegel, you're a
I'm
kegel.
a kegel, you're a kegel. Wouldn't
Would
you
you
like to be a kegel
kegel
too? Mm.
But folks, here's to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know how to preserve your herb. Herbie and the love bug.
Herbie and the love bug. How cute is that? I'd forgotten about that. This is really delicious, honey. I'm telling you.
And like I
Sorry.
say, just chomp them up. You ain't got to have one of those little fancy pampers. You just take you and I tell you what I did the other day. I just took a pair of scissors. I rolled them up and I just chopped the leaves up with a pair of scissors. The basil and oregano. You can do it with cilantro too. You can put cilantro, chop it up, and put olive oil. Pop it in the
Whatever.
freezer for. She'll put a link up to those ice cube trays.
Yeah, they were really, I mean, I think they were about $12 or something for both of them. They were pretty cheap, so I guess you could pretty much freeze whatever herbs you got going on. I mean, if you had something like mint, though, I mean, you couldn't put that in olive oil, could you? You could just put that in water.
I mean,
Have
we
you
got
got
dill.
mint
I've got
julep?
dill growing.
Sugar syrup.
Sugar
Put
syrup.
it in simple syrup.
Well, I'm thinking
Mint.
maybe you need to be on the other side of the camera here, bud.
Not me.
Mint and simple syrup.
That
There you
sounds
go.
good. We have a cement julep.
There you go.
Although I don't like gin, so. Isn't that what mint juleps are, gin? Or
Bourbon.
they bourbon? That goes to show you I don't know anything about southern drinks.
But I've got some dill growing.
Oh yeah, we haven't
And,
done anything with that yet.
I'm gonna make dill pickles. I've got cucumbers if the cucumber bugs or worms don't get them.
Our cucumber, they look awful right
Do they?
now. Our cucumbers, the leaves are kind of turning yellow almost. They were flourishing beautifully not too long ago.
But anyway, I got another. So I got the dill for that. I was gonna make some dill pickles, and that ram's horn pepper. I got several ram's horns already, and I got some jalapenos. And one night we're gonna make pickled peppers and
Pepper jelly.
pepper jelly.
That is the best stuff. You can put that on anything and it'll taste good.
I put it on. I roasted some broccoli last night in the oven with the broiler. Just put it in there and boil it. Put olive oil
A
and
little bit of olive oil on it.
salt and pepper, and just roasted it in the oven under the broiler. And then when I got it out, I put some of that pepper jelly on it. Man, that's some good stuff.
That was good stuff. This is good stuff. I'm telling you. I am just loving it. You did
So-
good, baby, as usual.
So we just appreciate everybody coming out, being a part of it tonight.
Yes.
Just us.
Being us.
And in the words of the famous
Jane.
Casson. Go ahead.
Jane Casalois, Glennis Bice, Gilliland. Y'all, be somebody. Please, dear God, be somebody.
And in the words of my dear father, he'd never, like I say, there wasn't a time he didn't see you, especially the grandkids, and most time anybody else, he'd say, I love you, and don't you forget it. And we love you, and don't you forget it.
Yay! Thanks, everybody.